Good morning. So, today, you've made it to the end. And if this is the first video you've watched, then go back to the beginning. You can start at the end, work your way back through. By the end of our prophetic series, hey, check it out. Atlanta United, 5 stripes. They're going to play for the MLS Cup this Saturday. If you're not a fan, become a fan, check it out. No, I'm not going to try to prophesy the game. I'm just going to enjoy it, see what happens. So there you go. Today I've got my Viennese cup. A little cool single prop plane like that. Anyways, so we're going to finish up talking about how to grow your prophetic gifting in a safe community. So to transition into that, if we connect to what we talked about in the last video about the prophetic realm. If you don't know what that is, it's a great chance to go. There's a link to all the videos below. You can click on that playlist and just work your way through. But if heaven is using your life to broadcast God's heart and transmit it to the earth, then you're beginning to understand what it means to walk in a prophetic lifestyle. The prophetic lifestyle is the ministry of Jesus. So anywhere you have Jesus, the testimony of Jesus shining through your life, through creativity, through words, through sound, through anything like that, then you're being a prophetic beacon and a light to your generation. In the earlier videos, I talked about, what is prophecy, how to prophesy, who is a prophet, and all those different things. And so what I want to talk about today is creating safe environments, either A, if you're still growing in the prophetic, or B, you're trying to develop a prophetic community. Now, another thing I mentioned in the earlier video is if I have a son or daughter, or if you do, and you want to teach them how to learn to ride a bike, you don't take them down to the gravel pit. You take them to a nice grassy field, so when they fall, not if they fall, they'll be safe and protected. They'll be able to get back up, figure out their motor skills, figure out the balance, figure out how to operate the bike, and then go for it. No one gives someone a bike and says, here, go down before you've ever even ridden it and race at the BMX track, or go try to do a whole bunch of backflips. No, that's when the mastery of the bike is in place, and then you push what is possible with the bike to the next level. So I look at different gifts the same way. Also, if you look at a professional sports team, they don't just play on the game on the weekends or whenever they play. 90% of the time the team spends in practice. And if they practice good enough, then when they execute on the field is a result of practice. So for me, practice is a safe environment to grow in your prophetic gifting. What does that look like? It can be like something in the home group setting that has, prophecy as an emphasis. It could be a prophetic team. It could just be you and some friends. If you don't have anywhere to go, you begin to connect. And fortunately, we live in the digital age where you can connect with people digitally as well. But you learn how. I'm not going to go into specific activations, but what I can say is get plugged in. Then you're in a safe place to where if you get it wrong, it's celebrated. They say a lot, or we say a lot, I guess, in some part of it, in Bethel culture, that faith is spelled R-I-S-K. So you want to be able to be in a place kind of like a grassy patch. It could be a living room just like where I'm at right now, hanging out, talking to you from the fireplace with the Christmas decor, to where you and some friends or you and some prophetic leaders begin to interact. I do recommend having someone there who is seasoned, who can help keep the whole thing on track, who knows who knows how to do the backflips on the bike, and they're kind of showing you how to operate and manage the bike and keep your balance on it before trying all those big crazy tricks. But it's a growth process. You feel like God is saying something to you in that environment, you can share it with someone else, and that person can give you feedback, and then you can interact, Also, one of the things I talked about in the last video is I used that Christmas card, or in one of the other videos is use the Christmas card kind of like as a picture of a prophetic word. If you have like a tree and grass and hills and birds and branches and trunks and roots and sky, you might get some of that right, some of it off. You might get the picture accurately, but the interpretation might be a little bit off, or the application. And that's why when you surround yourself with brothers and sisters in Kingdom family, they can kind of recognize, well, I think you had it here and here, but in the middle, let's work on that. What were you feeling? Why did you give the response that you did? it creates an ebb and flow of prophetic community. So we're cultivating a prophetic culture. And so if you're someone who wants to grow a prophetic culture or team within your church, that you can have people who are interested in prophecy and learning to prophesy, gather together. And what do? You can walk them through. Here's how you hear from God. Here's what prophecy is. Here's the prophetic trifecta: prophecy and prophesying, the office or function of a prophet, and the prophetic lifestyle. Remember, a great resource you can get is in my book, Activating Prophetic Lifestyle. Now, in this series, it was 6 videos. There's a lot I didn't get to cover, but that's why we have the book. Guys can kind of go through it. I get more specific with the actual gifts of prophecy, word of knowledge, and word of wisdom. Word of wisdom is something that really burns in my heart. And I may even do a separate video on word of wisdom. But the introductory thoughts to all those are in here. Check it out. There's links below. Bless you guys. Thanks for hanging out. Check out some more of the videos. Like, subscribe, and share. And I'll see you guys later.